Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Guilty Gear. Today we'll talk about Anji, a fighter with an unusual, though overall very solid moveset. His poking game may not be as straightforward and easy to apply effectively as some other characters, but he is able to set up Okizeme situations that lead to great rewards. I'm Carlos, and you're watching episode 8 of Guilty Bits. Anji's pretty well balanced, combining diverse defensive tools with plenty of tricks suitable for wake-up situations. Several of Anji's attacks have an auto-guard property, a feature unique to him. Auto-guard allows Anji to block incoming attacks automatically during his own moves. Only certain attacks can auto-guard, and only during specific frames. More on this in a bit. During auto-guard, Anji can continue the original move to score a hit or go into a special array of counter moves by pressing different buttons. This, when combined with his other tools, forces the opponent to take a different approach when attacking Anji. Anji's pokes are on the slow side overall, and as such need to be used a bit more carefully than your standard poke. Standing S is relatively fast and leads to great damage, but its short range requires you to earn the positioning for it. Crouching S and forward S are slower to come out and slower to recover, but have much better range and other properties that make them useful for countering other pokes. Crouching S keeps Anji low to the ground, evading high attacks. Forward S has auto-guard frames that allow him to go through opposing pokes. His crouching K may not look threatening, but it grants him very big frame advantage on block, allowing him to apply more pressure. When the match takes to the air, jumping S and jumping D cover different angles of Anji's front, and jumping D's movement-stopping properties make those two normals good to use in conjunction. The H version of Fujin is a game changer, and the opponent must be careful of it at all times. It's a forward-moving attack with plenty of invincibility frames that allows it to go through the opponent's offense. The move itself is not safe on block, but has 5 different follow-ups, and each must be dealt with in a different way. Since most of the follow-ups are pretty slow to come out, it's possible to wait and interrupt them on reaction with strong, optimized combos. Anji can attempt to avoid this unwelcome scenario by mixing up the follow-ups, doing them deliberately late, or even not doing any follow-up at all, in order to make it harder for the opponent to react and retaliate. But if Anji really wants to be on the safe side when using Fujin, he'll make sure he has at least 25% meter to spend. With that 25% meter, if Fujin hits, Anji can easily confirm into the force break follow-up that leads to very strong combos. And if it gets blocked, Anji can just do the S follow-up and use its FRC to be completely safe. H Fujin has another built-in flaw which prevents it from being used mindlessly. The invincibility ends just before the move hits, so it can be beaten by delayed attacks. Once Anji scores a knockdown, he begins his offense with the cornerstone of his Okizeme game, the special move Shitsu. Once the butterfly-shaped projectile is blocked or destroyed, it releases a follow-up projectile in the shape of a diving bird that prevents the opponent from escaping, allowing Anji to run in and mix up. Besides the regular lows, Anji can also run in and throw right before the bird hits, or use his down forward P overhead. It can't be cancelled into anything, but it will cause the bird to hit, which will allow Anji to recover in time to combo, ending in another knockdown. The force break version of Shitsu is a bit different in that the bird hits overhead and creates unblockables. This can be useful to finish off the opponent, or to force him to spend his burst or dead angle attack just to survive. Anji's orb special move can be used close to the ground as a fast overhead when combined with a Roman cancel. This is resource intensive because you are spending a lot of meter before the hit of the orb can be confirmed, but if it does hit, it leads to a powerful combo that can turn the tide of a match. Some of Anji's auto-guard normals work from the very first frame, and said normals are his main defensive tool. Use down forward K and down forward S against lows, and forward K against mids and highs. The forward K auto-guard into P follow-up also functions as a solid anti-air, and when it hits, the P follow-up rewards Anji with an impressive amount of roughly 40% meter. Anji has some other situational anti-airs as well. Standing P is extremely fast to come out and recover, and its range covers the diagonal angle very well. Standing D is good against ambiguous cross-up situations, as its auto-guard property starts really early and will cover you from both directions. Forward P is slow, but its upper body invincibility makes it a perfect counter to air dash attacks. We already talked about H. Fujin, but its invincibility makes it a reversal option as well. One should also consider Anji's uniquely high super jump as a means of escape. In Plus R, Anji's weak areas got improved quite a bit, so while his playstyle is mostly unchanged, you'll see better results playing him in the upcoming version of the game. As always, if you have any questions, please leave us a comment below. And if you like what you've seen, take a look at our other videos, and subscribe for more character guides like this. Thanks for watching, and see you next time on Guilty Bits.